In a testament to his enduring global influence, BTS's Jimin has once again captured international attention with his inclusion among the nominees for the upcoming 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards, an event that celebrates the most played and most impactful artists across US airwaves and digital platforms. The award show, scheduled to take place on March 26, 2026, has opened fan voting this month, and Jimin's presence on the list has sparked excitement among fans around the world. While the full roster of nominees features a diverse group of global superstars, Jimin's nomination stands out as a reflection of his wide-reaching cultural resonance following BTS's recent activities. Alongside fellow BTS members Jin, J-Hope, and Jungkook, Jimin was recognized in multiple categories, including ones that celebrate on-screen performances, notably for his role alongside Jungkook in the visual project Are You Sure?, which earned a nod in the Favorite On-Screen category. The nominations arrive at a pivotal moment for BTS as a group and for Jimin's solo career. After several years balancing group projects with mandatory military service, the septet has reunited, and their forthcoming album Arirang, set for release in March, is among the most anticipated musical events of the year. Fans and industry watchers alike are viewing the iHeartRadio nominations as a barometer of the group's continued relevance in the highly competitive global music landscape. Jimin's nomination also underscores the expanding international appreciation for K-pop artists on American award stages, where fan engagement plays a key role in determining winners. ARMY communities around the world have mobilized across social platforms, urging supporters in eligible regions to cast their votes before the March 19th voting deadline. Although heavy hitters like Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, and Sabrina Carpenter dominate the overall nominations list, Jimin's achievement is notable given the competitive field and represents one of several milestones for BTS members in Western music awards circuits. As the countdown to the iHeartRadio Music Awards continues, all eyes will be on how Jimin, both as a solo figure and as part of BTS's larger momentum, performs at what has become one of the most fan-driven ceremonies in the global music calendar. As fan anticipation builds toward the March 26th ceremony, Jimin's nomination at the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards has taken on added significance in 2026, marking another key moment in his post-military and group comeback era. According to the official nominations list released by iHeartRadio earlier this month, Jimin, alongside fellow BTS members Jin, J-Hope, and Jungkook, earned recognition across several categories that speak to both his musical and on-screen impact. Among the categories where Jimin and his bandmates were highlighted is the Favorite On-Screen category, in which Jimin and Jungkook's Disney Plus collaboration Are You Sure? Was nominated. This nod reflects the reality show's popularity with international audiences, illustrating how BTS members are increasingly crossing over into visual entertainment as well as music. While the full range of nominations has yet to be announced for specific music categories, reports from fan communities and early nomination coverage confirm that multiple BTS members are contending in headline categories, such as K-pop Artist of the Year, a list that includes not only Jin and J-Hope, but also prominent solo and group acts from the Korean music scene. The nomination period has ignited a wave of global fan engagement, especially among ARMY supporters who are organizing international voting campaigns. Unlike awards decided solely by industry insiders, the iHeartRadio Music Awards allow public voting in many categories, giving fans in eligible regions a direct role in influencing the results. Voting officially opened on January 8th and is set to close on March 19th, setting the stage for an intense 2-month push from supporters worldwide. For Jimin, the nomination underscores his continued relevance both as part of BTS's collective resurgence and as an individual artist whose work resonates with a global audience. It also highlights the shifting dynamics of international music awards, where Asian artists and K-pop acts are no longer peripheral figures, but central contenders in major U.S. ceremonies. As the March awards show approaches, expectations are high that Jimin's influence, powered by his artistry, dedication, and the passion of his global fanbase, will make a strong impression once again on one of the world's most fan-driven award stages. Industry analysts note that Jimin's repeated presence in major Western award nominations is no longer treated as a novelty, but as an expected outcome of sustained global demand. Since BTS's gradual return to full group activities, streaming numbers, radio spins, and online engagement for projects connected to the members have remained consistently high, reinforcing why broadcasters such as iHeartRadio continue to spotlight them in headline categories. For Jimin in particular, whose artistry has often been praised for its emotional range and performance intensity, the nomination is being interpreted as another signal that his appeal extends well beyond K-pop's traditional fan base. Media outlets in South Korea and abroad have also framed the development as part of a larger narrative surrounding BTS's comeback era. Entertainment commentators point out that awards recognition often acts as a temperature check for the industry, and Jimin's inclusion among 2026 nominees suggests that anticipation for BTS's upcoming releases and any solo ventures that may follow is already translating into measurable cultural impact. In recent interviews, producers and music critics have highlighted how BTS members are increasingly being evaluated on the same scale as top Western pop acts, rather than within a separate genre category, reflecting how far the group's global positioning has evolved. Online, the reaction has been immediate and intense. Within hours of the nomination announcements, Jimin's name trended across multiple regions on X and Weibo, while fan communities circulated voting guides, translated instructions, and promotional graphics encouraging participation in the iHeartRadio polls. Hashtags celebrating his nomination quickly accumulated millions of views, underscoring the digital mobilization power that has long defined BTS's relationship with its fanbase. For many supporters, the campaign is about more than just a trophy. It is seen as a chance to visibly demonstrate Jimin's international reach at a moment when the group is stepping back onto the world stage together. As the weeks leading up to the ceremony unfold, speculation is also mounting over whether BTS members might appear in person at the awards show or deliver special video messages, a possibility that has further fueled online chatter. While organizers have not yet confirmed performers or presenters, fans are already dissecting schedules, tour rumors, and promotional calendars in search of clues. Whether or not Jimin ultimately walks away with a win, observers agree that his nomination alone has already succeeded in keeping BTS at the center of the global music conversation, and in reminding the industry just how formidable the group's collective presence remains in 2026. Beyond the immediate excitement surrounding the nominations, executives within the music industry are quietly watching how the results might shape BTS's next phase of promotion in the United States. The iHeartRadio Music Awards, known for reflecting listener behavior across hundreds of radio stations, are often viewed as a strategic indicator of which international artists are breaking through to mainstream American audiences. Jimin's presence on this year's list therefore carries implications that extend past a single ceremony, potentially influencing radio programming decisions, festival invitations, and future brand partnerships tied to the group's upcoming projects. Several U.S. pop culture commentators have also drawn attention to Jimin's unique positioning among global acts, equally revered for his technical performance skills and his emotive vocal tone. In recent retrospectives and year-end features, critics have pointed to how his stages, whether with BTS or in solo moments, consistently generate viral clips that circulate far beyond dedicated fan communities. With fan-driven awards like iHeart, those viral waves often translate directly into votes, making Jimin a particularly formidable contender in categories open to public participation. Meanwhile, South Korean broadcasters and entertainment portals have framed the nominations as part of a broader resurgence narrative for BTS following their regrouping. Headlines emphasize how multiple members appearing across iHeartRadio categories underscores the group's unified return rather than isolated solo achievements. Analysts note that such synchronized recognition is rare for any act, domestic or international, and reinforces BTS's status as one of the few groups capable of mobilizing truly worldwide attention at the same moment. As January draws to a close, promotional calendars for early spring are becoming increasingly crowded, and speculation continues over how BTS might weave award season appearances into their comeback strategy. Industry insiders suggest that even a short red carpet appearance or pre-recorded segment featuring Jimin could dominate headlines, given the intense scrutiny surrounding every move the group makes in this new chapter. With weeks still remaining before the voting window closes, momentum appears firmly on Jimin's side, and the coming months may determine whether this nomination becomes another historic milestone in his already decorated career.